What's up, guys? Welcome to the Eli Aesthenics YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome to the family. Today, I'm gonna be talking about something that a lot of people don't love to talk about, especially calisthenic athletes, unfortunately, and that is leg day. First of all, I'm gonna talk about why it's important, and at the end of the video, I'm gonna go through 3 of my top favorite exercises that calisthenic athletes can use to build strength, muscle, as well as endurance in their legs. But before we get to that, I need to convince you that you should do legs, right? So why is it important? The first reason that it's important is that it's actually shown if you do train legs, it will be easier to build muscle in your upper body, right? So if you do legs, more upper body gains, right? Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to look stronger in the upper body? The second reason is for your overall health, right? If you never train legs, you never really use your legs, it's going to be hard to have good cardiovascular endurance and honestly just to be in good shape overall, right? It's really hard to hit a workout and be exhausted, breathing really hard by only using your arms. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's definitely a lot easier if you're incorporating your legs and explosive movements that are keeping you functional and healthy. And the last reason is nobody wants to look like the guy who only does front levers, right? He's walking around like this through the doorways and he's got literally sticks for legs. It looks weird. It simply looks weird, and everyone knows that that dude's not training legs. And as calisthenic athletes, a lot of people don't necessarily want their legs to get really big, which is totally okay, right? For the skills we do, the plants, the front lever, a lot of that stuff requires a lot of strength and you don't want your lower half to be weighing you down. So these are gonna be some exercises that aren't necessarily gonna build a ton of size in your legs necessarily, but they're gonna help you gain strength as well as muscle and endurance so that you can stay fit and you can stay healthy. But before we get into the top 3 exercises, there's one piece of equipment that I suggest every calisthenic athlete invests in, especially when it comes to hitting leg day, and that is gonna be the Chris Harry weight vest. You guys have seen this in multiple videos of mine, but the reason I suggest this so strongly, especially for leg day, is because you can turn something, right, like a bodyweight squat or bodyweight lunge that is really easy, maybe, beginner difficulty, into a super high difficulty exercise, right, that's gonna get you a ton of gains. So this is something that you must invest in. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the 3 exercises that I think are gonna be best for calisthenic athletes to build their strength, muscle, and endurance in their legs. And as much as it seems I may not train my legs, right, because they're small, they're sticks, I train a lot for athleticism and functionality. I've done sports my whole life, right? So I wanna be able to stay athletic, right, and not get too big. But let's get into the first exercise, which is going to be a jumping squat. Now, as I said, if you're a beginner, maybe take the weight vest off, right? Don't add weight first. Make sure you get your mind to body coordination figured out so you're doing these with perfect form. And then once you get to a point where they're easy for you, then you can start adding weight. Let's go ahead and do a couple reps. Those are exhausting. I guarantee you that you probably didn't think bodyweight squats are super hard, but if you ramp it up to a difficult level like that, where you're adding explosiveness to it and weight, it's gonna take it to a whole nother level. The second exercise that I'm gonna be showing you guys is the pistol squat. Now, there are a ton of different variations to this exercise that can make it really difficult all the way down to really easy for the most basic beginner people. And the first way I'm gonna show you it is at a very beginner level. So if maybe you aren't able to do a full pistol squat freestanding, one option is getting by something like this where you can, right, hold on to and gain your balance, and then going in to a pistol squat, and maybe not even all the way, right? Maybe just halfway depth, right? Or maybe you start at the bottom, right? And you work on just pressing up, right? So either way, it's gonna help you develop the strength that you need to eventually do a freestanding pistol squat. And a lot of people struggle with the balance aspect. So it's gonna be good that you get the strength down. That way that's not a question when you go to do both the right leg and the left leg pistol squat freestanding, okay? And if you are a beginner, you don't necessarily have to add weight, right? Start with the basics, start with what you're good at. And once you begin to master that, then you can go into doing things like that, right? Where you're using weight. And if you want to even up the difficulty even more, you can do some explosive training into one-legged squats, right? So maybe jump in on a box, okay? coming back up. So there's a lot of ways that you can make this a lot more easy or a lot more difficult depending on your skill level. And plus, it's gonna super increase the amount of strength you have in your legs, right? Isolating that quad and that glute with only one leg going down and coming back up is gonna get you super strong. The third exercise I'm gonna be showing you guys has strength aspects as well as endurance aspects that's gonna help you get your legs super strong, and it also does isolate each leg one at a time. So these are gonna be step ups. Now, if you're a beginner, once again, maybe you don't have to add weight, but starting with a couple dumbbells in your hands, 5-10 pounds, is gonna be super crucial to help you build the strength and build the endurance you need to stay healthy. So I'm gonna show you what a couple clean reps of the step ups are gonna look like. Gonna be here, right? Splitting your arms and your legs as if you're running. Same thing, right leg, right? Up and back down. And if you do 12 to 15 reps of these on each leg, I promise you, you're gonna feel the burn and you're definitely gonna feel it the next day. Use these 3 exercises, whether you're young or old, you're a guy or a girl, to help you level up your leg strength as well as your overall fitness and your overall health. Because a lot of people neglect this, and it's super important to make sure that you're adding this into your daily routine or into your weekly routine and you're not skipping leg day. So I hope this motivated you and also gave you a reason to finally hit those legs that you've been neglecting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. Comment down below with any future video ideas you have for me. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.